Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here with San Francisco Public Library and SFPL Live for our special Lunar New Year edition of Cooking with Chef Martin Yan. Please join me in watching this short video first.
This is definitely the largest dragon on earth. Long dragon, performed by all these young children. It's going to be fun, travel along the street or market and move around. Beautiful, look at that, beautiful. Amazing dragon parade.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome again. I'm Michelle Jeffers with San Francisco Public Library, and I'm here to welcome you to Lunar New Year with Chef Martin Yan. We're so lucky to have this superstar chef with us again today. Also with us is Leah Hillman, our Biblio Bistro creator here at the library. She's a chef and a librarian who leads cooking demonstrations at the heart of the city farmers market. But before we get started, I want to make just a few quick announcements. First, I want to acknowledge that we are on the unceded land of the Ohlone tribal people. We acknowledge the many Ramaytush Ohlone people and tribal groups and families as the rightful stewards of the lands on which we reside. San Francisco Public Library is committed to uplifting the names of these lands and community members from these nations with whom we live together. Back to our show today, of course, Chef Martin Yan needs no introduction. Many of us got our first exposure to Chinese cooking thanks to his legendary PBS show, Yan Can Cook. Born in southern China, Chef Yan is technically a second-generation culinarian who was first inspired by his mother in the tiny kitchen of their family restaurant. He is recognized around the world for promoting and teaching Chinese cuisine. As you know, we've sent out the recipes today, and we'll also put links to them in the chat field. I encourage you to also visit his website, yancancook.com. He is offering a special cookbook collection and tools with proceeds that benefit our friends, the friends of the San Francisco Public Library. The chef and his team and our own chef librarian will be answering your questions during the demonstration. So please enter your questions in the Q&A field on Zoom or in the chat field on YouTube, and watch for other links and valuable information. So here we go. If Yan can cook, so can you. Let's get started.
First of all, I welcome all of you friends of the San Francisco Public Library. We live a wonderful, look at echo. Nope, that one. Echo. Make sure we.
Try again, Martin.
Okay, try it again.
We're good.
Echo, no more echo. We're good, we're good. I just want to make sure everybody can listen to me easily. But anyway, we are so fortunate, live in sunny California in the Bay Area. We have great produce, great food, great chef, and wonderful environment. So all of us should make the Bay Area great, the greatest Bay Area on earth. And I'm so excited to be a part of this wonderful virtual event with your own San Francisco chef. We occasionally also do it in the farmers market in San Francisco I only get invited once or twice, but you always get invited because you are the best. But anyway, I want to show you how to do a few things that which is very symbolic. You know, you look at all these things that we have presented to you to celebrate Chinese New Year. You have the New Year candy right here, coconut, lotus root, dumpling, lotus seed, candy ginger, winter melon, and dumpling. All of these are wonderful. You know, why people in Asia, when they celebrate Lunar New Year, they celebrate with candy? Because when you start the year with something nice and sweet, your whole year will fill with happiness and sweetness. That's the reason why. And normally they serve these not as a dessert. They serve these when people comes in to visit you. You serve a cup of green tea, a cup of oolong tea, a cup of pu'er tea, and then you serve along with the wonderful sweet candies. And also, of course, we'll talk about some of the other symbolic fruits and items that I put it here while I'm cooking. First, I want to show you how to do, I call it the treasure box. It's it's like a treasure. You want treasure during the New Year celebration. And here I start with the cabbage. You go out to buy some head cabbage like this. You just remove these leaves, and then you just steam them. You see, remove these, you just steam it, okay? Steam it or parboil is okay. Now this is really healthy vegetable, okay? Even though when you eat it, it looks like it's a little bit, you know, gassy, but it's very healthy. So once it's done, it will be nice and pliable, so you can make it into a wrap. Turn this into a wrap, okay? Parboil this or steam this ahead of time. Now, the other ingredient that I have is very simple. If you want to make vegetarian, this is it. All this vegetable here. I have dry shiitake mushroom. Now, this is, I'm quite sure you live in San Francisco. You have used shiitake mushroom, whether it's dry or fresh. This is the fresh one. This is the dry one, okay? I'm quite sure you have, this is available every single store anyway nowadays, okay? All the supermarket, you don't have to go to Chinatown to do it. But of course, San Francisco has the most delightful, most colorful, most traditional, authentic Chinatown. So I would invite all of you friends of the San Francisco Public Library to visit Chinatown, support Chinatown, because Chinatown brings in a lot of tourists to San Francisco. So you should support San Francisco tourism by supporting Chinatown. Then you support the tourism of the Bay Area and California, okay? So when you have dry mushroom, you soak them or parboil them in a tiny bit of wine, oyster sauce, and broth. And then you have nice, soft mushroom like this. Normally, this is really hard, okay? You soften it. Then you can use either fresh or dehydrated dry mushroom. They also call shiitake mushroom. Chinese call donggu. In Mandarin called shanggu. Besides that, I have carrot. I have yellow squash. I have onion, and I have celery. I want to show you how easy it is to shred it. I'm going to do shredding, okay? First, you have to have a good sharp knife. This is the knife that I have designed, and it is full tank, triple rivet with a perfect curve. All my Chinese friends or Asian friends, you know that most of the Chinese chef knife do not have this. I specially designed this. You know why? When you hold the Chinese chef knife, you hold it like this. You see, your index finger, your thumb, total control. So when you cut, you're touching here. So it might hurt your finger if you do not have this. Most of the Chinese chef knife do not have this curve. And then we'll show you. Sharp knife is a safe knife. You hold on to this, you go 1, and a 2, and a 3. I'm going to show you how thin the slices. This is how thin the slices, okay? How thin the slices. When this is all nice and done, you will line them all up and line them all up like this, okay? Line them all up like this. I want to show you how to do julienne. And I want to show you how to do shredding. You line them all up like this. Can you see that? And then you hold on to this. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let me show you when you cut, this is what you're doing. I'm going to show it. I put it right over here. I want to show you how you actually do it. I'll do it at this angle. You hold onto your knife firm. Never hold onto your Chinese chef knife or any knife like this. There's no grip. Okay. You hold onto it like this with no control of your knife. You cut, you make one mistake, gone. Okay. You cut, make 2 mistakes. You never see this again. 3 mistakes. This is the only thing left. You can never find a job in any Asian kitchen or any kitchen as a chef. Now, this is how I will show it. You push the blade against your knuckle. You roll it out. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, this is how you do it. You julienne or you shred. Julienne is bigger. Shredding is much smaller. Now, this is what I have just cut. This is what you call julienne. Okay? This is julienne slices. You put it all over here. And then onion, you do the same thing. When you cut onion, most people cut it a little bit too slow. That's why you get emotional. Okay, now let me show you how fast you can do it. Okay, here is the onion. Roll it up and you go. Now look at it. I cut all of these. I'm going to show you how thin the slices. Okay, look at that. Nice thin slices like this. Okay, now this is all cut up. Now, basically, what you should do is whatever vegetable you have left over in your fridge, do it. I have a little piece of yellow bell pepper. I use it up too. Okay, see this? You don't have to chop and make a lot of noise. You can do it like this. Look at that. Okay, nice and skinny like this. Look at this. And then you put it around and put it right here. And then now, how do you do celery? Now, celery, this is how you do it. Shredded celery. You go look at it. 1 parallel cut. You see this? See this? And then once again, parallel cut, parallel cut. Once again, look at that. You just keep on. This is what you call parallel cutting technique. You see this? You see this? All this. And then the rest, you butterfly. This is parallel cut. Okay. And then you line them all up. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All of these are shredded. Okay. Shredded celery. This is how you do it. Okay. Shredded celery. And in the meantime, shiitake mushroom is fresh. It's a little bit too thick. So what you can do is you slice it horizontally. You see, slice it horizontally like this. Your fingers always on top of your knife, never here, always here. So just in case you slip, you can never cut yourself. I butterfly this. You see this? And then I slice it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, all shredded. Now you have skinny mushroom like this. Okay, so either fresh or dry. Now you can, all of these things all here. Okay, this is all done. Now, if you're a vegetarian, you go to the store and buy a 5-spice flavor pressed bean curd. Okay, and this is how you do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it. You start from the bottom. 1, it is called, you call parallel cutting technique. You put your knife parallel to your cutting board. You go 1, 1, 1, 1 piece. Look at that. And then you go once again, 1, 1, push, 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 and then 1. Look at that. And then you do it again. You continue to do it. But of course, nobody have to do it like this, particularly when you do it at home. You can make it a little bit thicker. And then in the meantime, I'm going to do julienne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see this? You see this? You see? Now this is all the julienne. You all cut up like this. Okay? And then you put it all over here. Now this is the vegetarian cabbage wrap is a treasure box. Okay? But if you like to have meat, now this is Smithfield ham. I steam it. I also, now this is the one that you don't mind to have a tiny bit of meat. Basically, this is for flavoring, okay? For flavoring, you do not have to add a whole lot. You just, oh, look at this. 1, 2, and a 3, and a 4, and 5. All of these is done. I put it right over here. And I want to show you. Now you have all of these cut up. Look at that. All of these cut up right here. And then in the meantime, I want to show you, we're going to have to saute this. Turn this on. And then put a tiny bit of oil. Now, like last time, I mentioned it to you. There's a lot of cooking oil in the market, okay? But if you do stir fry, high temperature, short time.
Chef, we lost your sound. Chef, we don't have sound.
For this. Can you hear?
We got you back, maybe?
Okay, good.
Yep.
Can you? Okay, good. Good. Now, got echo sound.
How about this?
Okay.
Try again, Chef.
Now, echo.
Mute that one.
Mute that one. Can you hear me now? It's still echo.
We don't hear an echo on our end.
Okay.
Is it okay? Can you hear me now? Cannot hear me.
We can hear you, Chef.
We
Yeah,
can hear,
you can hear me now, right? Okay, good.
and folks want to know about
It's
the
okay
oil.
now?
Yeah, we hear you, but you
No echo.
Can you go back to
Can
the
everybody
oil?
hear me? I cannot hear them.
We hear you. You don't hear
You
us.
cannot hear them?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can you hear? Can you hear?
I cannot hear. I cannot hear. How can it happen?
We can hear you, Chef, and no echo.
No echo, huh? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Now let's continue. Sorry, apologize because we are not the tech nerd. So I'm just a chef. So I apologize. Now, when this is ready, I'm gonna mention it a little bit more because this is actually organic and virgin press, cold press, a very high vitamin A and also antioxidants. So it's very good. Zero cholesterol. So I use this oil for my cooking. Okay. Now let me show you. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stir fry all of these. But if you want to add flavor, I'm going to show you how to do it. I have garlic here, okay? I have garlic here. I have ginger here. I want to show you how to mince garlic and ginger when you have a Martinez sharp knife, okay? Peel garlic. All you have to do is press a little bit and the whole thing comes out like this, okay? Look at that. Very simple. And then after that, this is garlic. How do you press garlic? Press garlic right here. Once again, press garlic. You see that? You actually press it. And then how about ginger? Press ginger. Press ginger. Look at it. I'm actually pressing, crush the ginger instantly with this knife. And press ginger. Look at that. All crushed like that. Okay? This is how I do it. Then I'm going to use a tiny bit of this camellia seed oil. You can use any cooking oil, okay? Canola oil, corn oil. And then I just about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. That's all I use, okay? And then I put this in right here, nice and sizzle, okay? And then I stir fry it. I stir fry this. Look at that. This would infuse the garlic and the ginger, infuse my oil. And then let us do the vegetarian, okay? Things that take longer to cook, put it in first. Carrot and zucchini takes longer to cook, we'll put it in first. Look at that. The mushroom, okay? Let it stir for a few seconds. And then we put the rest of the stuff in. Now look at that. Oh, can you see that? Everybody can see that, right? Everybody can hear me?
Yes,
Look at that.
Chef.
Good, very good. Just in case something you cannot hear me, immediately let me know, okay? And then put the pressed bean curd right here. Pressed bean curd. This is vegetarian, okay? This filling of the cabbage roll is vegetarian. I want to show you. Then we put the rest of the stuff in: mushroom, zucchini, and celery, everything. So the idea, you know why Asian food is so, in a sense, very healthy? Because you're eating a combination of colorful vegetables in all your meals, or in your daily meals. So that's the reason why. And look at this. For those who watch the Yankee Cook Show on PBS and KTV Channel 9, for 40 years, I have not gained 1 pound. Look at that. Okay? So, stir, and then put a tiny bit of. Now, when you stir something over high heat, you should always have some water or broth around. Look at that. So this way, nothing will get burned. But you're not boiling it, just enough moisture. Look at that. Okay? You don't want to overcook them. And then you add a tiny bit of seasoning, tiny bit of sesame seed oil, okay? Simple seasoning is healthier. Tiny bit of rice wine, okay? And a tiny bit of, for this particular, I will use a tiny bit of my good friend Yao Ming sent it to me. 5 spice powder. Yao Ming, my good friend. And then a tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce, if you want, okay? Tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce. Every single Chinese or Asian household will have a bottle of oyster flavor sauce, okay? And then the ham, which is already steamed. So this one, we put it all together. Oh, look at that. This is beautiful. And then I slightly give a little thickening. I mix with 1 portion of cornstarch to about 3 portions of water, and I drizzle it on. Oh, to give a little binding. Oh, look at that, beautiful. So this way, it would not be, there's no liquid, very dry. It's already thickened. I want to see the final look of this. This is the final appearance of this. Look at this. Like that. Okay. Then we set aside. We'll show you. We get a little plate. We will set aside. Let it cool down a little bit. Look at that. That means you can literally do this ahead of time. You do not have to do this in the last minute, okay? And then the next thing we'll show you is, we will show you how to fold it and, look at it. I'm so appreciative. I'm quite sure the whole team at the San Francisco Library are appreciative of all of you wonderful people support the San Francisco Public Library. Okay? When the COVID-19 calmed down a little bit, I will come to the library and do a presentation live for all of you. Now look at this. This is hot. But since the wrapper doesn't need to worry about whether it's hot or cold, so now this is how we do it. We put this over here and we use this. Let me show you how to do it, okay? We put some of these right over here. This is already well seasoned, okay? I put this right over here. Wow, look at that. Just beautiful. It can be vegetarian. And you fold it, and you fold it, and you fold it, and you fold it, and you have a cabbage roll like this, okay? This is the cabbage roll. Look at that. Treasure box, okay? One more time. You put it over here. This is nice and pliable. And I put this right over here. Oh, beautiful. And then you fold it, you fold it, you fold it, and you fold it, and you fold it, and you roll it, you roll it, and you roll it. And then you have another treasure box right here. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. One more. You always use either 3 or 9 or 8. Never use 4. Never make 4, because 4 is not a good luck number in Asia. 8, 3, 9, 18, good luck number, okay? You fold it like this, you fold it like this, just like an envelope, like a gift package. You roll it, you roll it, you tuck it in, you tuck it in, you tuck it in, and you have a beautiful roll like this. Look at that. And then what I'm going to do is, after I finish, I will steam it. Now, how do you steam it? Look at that. I will steam this either over here or literally over here, over a steam rack. There's a steam rack here. Now, this is the steam rack, okay? Every single Asian household will have one of these. You put it right over here, you steam it. Since everything is already cooked and the vegetable is already, the cabbage already blanched, all it takes about 3 or 4 minutes to cook. But if you have raw meat, cook it for 5 to 6 minutes, okay? So that's the important part. The most important thing is, and cover this up and let it steam. In the meantime, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Here, I'm going to serve these vegetable rolls right in this beautiful pot. Now, look at this. This is pureed carrot. I boiled the carrot and I pureed it. Then I will add a tiny bit of chili, crushed chili, to give the little kick to it. Crushed chili, also from my good friend Yao Ming. You see that? Yao Ming. And then I put a tiny bit of vinegar, a tiny bit of sugar, and a tiny bit of wine. That's the seasoning, okay? And a tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of, thicken it up. This is it. Now, to save time, I'm going to let it steam over here. And I'm going to make the sauce over here so everybody can see, okay? Here is the pureed cooked carrot with a tiny bit of chili and a tiny bit of wine and a tiny bit of salt. Now, this is a tiny bit of salt, okay? Yeah, not much, just enough. A tiny bit of sesame seed oil to flavor, so this is going to be beautiful, okay? And then I will stir these a little bit just to show you. This is a very unique dish. Okay, everybody hearing me nice and clear, right?
We hear you.
Good.
Yes.
Look at that. Can you see? Can you? Beautiful, nice and clean. Okay. And then this will be the bottom. This will be in the bottom. Make a special sauce. Okay. We make a special sauce by adding a tiny bit of extra cornstarch. Oh, beautiful. A tiny bit of extra wine. This is going to be so good. Now this is beautiful. I love wine. So beautiful. Oh. Now this is very healthy. This is like a red envelope too. Okay. When this is done, we will put this. Now let me show you. This is the sauce. Now this is a dish that you don't see in any Chinese restaurant. I put this pureed carrot. You can use pumpkin. You can use pumpkin, okay? Look at how beautiful. Nice and beautiful. Very flavorful, okay? In the meantime, I will use this Now look at this. Let's see what this is. Most Asian household also have one of these. These are robotic plate lifter. You hold on to this and go like this. You lift the plate and you put it right here. You put it right here. Look at that. Look at how beautiful, how wonderful this is. Now, in the meantime, we're going to transfer this right over here. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. 1. Okay. And 2. Okay. And then 3. And this is how you do it. Everybody can do this at home. And then sprinkle a tiny bit of sesame seed right on top. Put a tiny bit of cilantro right on top. Voila! You have a beautiful dish like that. Look at this. This is a very healthy, wonderful, I call it cabbage roll or treasure box. Because inside here has a lot of wonderful treasure here. If you want to make it nice and simple and cute, let me show you. To make it interesting, all you have to do is get some color contrast. Very important, okay? Color contrast. You slice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a Thai chili from my garden. I sprinkle this right over here. And this is beautiful. Look at that. And that's all you have to do. Beautiful. And if you want, you can actually have a firecracker, put it right on top like this. Huh? Everybody can do it, right? Now, next we move on to, now this is dish number 1, okay? Anybody have any question? Please ask. I give you a couple of minutes to ask some questions.
Martin, there's a question from Ava who wants to know when your new cookbook is going to be out.
Hello?
Hi, Chef Martin. Ava
Yes.
wants to know if you have a new cookbook coming out.
I am writing a book called The Best of Yan Can Cook. So hopefully it will be available soon. But right now, you know that the pandemic, a lot of the printer, everything is very slow. Okay. Next dish. Everybody catch up with me so far? Can everybody catch up with me so far?
So far, Chef, yes.
Good. Next dish. We serve fish. Now, in Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year, fish is a must. You gotta have fish. Fish in Canton is called yu. In Mandarin called yu. That sounds like abundance, plentiful of supply. That's why the Cantonese always said, 年年有余, 年年有余. That means every year we have plentiful of happiness, plentiful of good luck and good fortune. And that's the reason why I also do another whole fish. Whole fish with firecracker red envelope sauce. This is the whole fish, sweet and sour whole fish. Because it's sweet and sour, I mix plum sauce and Thai chili sauce together and use Thai chili and pan fry the fish or deep fry the fish until nice and crispy. And then I put the sauce right on top. And then for Chinese New Year, we also have a 1-pot meal. You put everything, 9 different items into 1 pot. 1-pot meal, look at that, 1-pot meal. Let me show you what I have here. This, the whole family can share. In fact, 2 years ago, I was filming in the New Territory in Hong Kong. They have the 1-pot meal for 1,000 people, 100 table. Abalone, shrimp, duck, soy sauce chicken, mushroom, lotus root, cabbage, shrimp, all kind of stuff. Everything is 1 pot. You eat from the bottom. Let me quickly show you what is inside. Okay, this is what you call the 1-pot meal. Underneath here, I have all kind of stuff. I have
cuttlefish ball. I have beef. I have lotus root. I have shrimp. I have cabbage, and I have roast pork. All kind of stuff. Everything is here. 9 different dishes in one pot. That's what we call one pot meal. And this is often served in many parts of the new territory, in the village of in the old village, in the wall village, and then they always use this and have a big one pot meal banquet. Now, just in case you don't have the time to do it, no problem. We are so lucky live in San Francisco. There are many Chinese restaurants that actually offer this dish for you. They have the smaller one, and then they have the bigger one, depends on how many people. For 4 people, they have about this big, also 9 different dishes. And then for 10 people, 8 to 10 people, they have one this big, a little bucket. They actually sell you the whole container. Then you can go home, just warm it up. I understand that a few restaurants in San Francisco actually carry this, like a Koi Palace in South Bay, and the Harbor Grill in downtown in Gardery Square, and then also Peninsula, Pearl Peninsula, HA Peninsula. They also serve this, and Flower Lounge and Palette. They all sell this. So one pot meal. This is very, very traditional, and this is key. This is the principal actor. This is the main actor, abalone. Wow, look at that. I have one big abalone and a few smaller abalone around. So this is one pot meal. Now, talking about fish, we gotta have a serve fish, okay? We're gonna serve fish, and then we will show you the ingredient that we will serve fish. Let me show you. We have fish here.
Tell the Chinese name for this.
Now, just in case your question, how do you call it in Chinese, in Cantonese? But I'm quite sure a lot of people live in San Francisco that speak Cantonese or Mandarin. This is called pan chai, pun choi. Everything is here, fill it up, pun moon, put moon, and that's the reason why it's good luck. Repeat after me, pun choi. Pun moon, put moon. That's what it is, okay? All the things is here. You can purchase it in some Chinese, normally a larger Chinese restaurant will offer this. So you don't have to cook 9 different things yourself, okay? That's unknown. That is a no-no, because you don't have the kind of time. The next thing I want to show you is something very unique. I want to do a wonderful miso glazed sea bass. Instead of doing it, I already show you can do this kind of fish, but a lot of time people don't like to see the head and the whole fish is pain in it. You get a fillet. You get a salmon fillet, cod fillet, sea bass fillet, and this is Chilean sea bass. Okay, this is one of my favorite dish. And you go to any Chinese restaurant, they always have this dish. All you have to do is brush this and marinate this. Okay, Chilean sea bass. Okay, look at that. We will marinate this. This is miso. This is the Japanese miso, or you can use Chinese miso, Chinese mince, fermented soybeans. Okay, this is miso. I marinate the whole thing and turn it upside down. Tom. Okay. I turn this upside down. Okay. Look at that. Marinate this. You should marinate this overnight. This is very, very popular in Japanese restaurant. Miso glazed salmon, miso glazed fish. Okay. Hopefully everybody can do it at home. This one is also very, very nice to do. Very, very easy. So what we have to do is you can bake them or you can pan fry them. I'm going to show you. we're gonna pan fry this, okay? Pan fry this with a tiny bit of our camellia tea seed oil or any cooking oil that you have available. And I put it here and let it pan fry with the lid. Let me get a lid. Okay, this is a perfect lid right here. So perfect. Now this particular miso sauce, I have miso sauce, sesame syrup, and sake, and a touch of sugar. So to keep that caramelization, okay? And then this is it. If you want, no, this is beautiful. And then I'm gonna pan fry this. I'm gonna need my miso sauce back. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. I'm gonna use the remaining miso sauce to make a sauce to put it right on top. Now look at this. Hot, and let us see it. Oh. Use medium-high heat. Use medium-high heat. Not to allow it to get burned. Put some extra sake first. Let it steam. Oh. And then cook on each side, depends on how thick. 1 inch normally takes about 6 or 7 minutes, okay? But don't use high heat, otherwise it will burn the bottom, on the top, and inside is still raw, okay? The next thing I want to show you is, I'm going to put some shredded onion and chili sauce. I mix the Korean chili sauce, or you can use the Chinese garlic sauce, the garlic chili sauce right here, and then we'll make a sauce. And then I put the vegetable right on the bottom. Any leftover vegetable, you saute and put it right in the bottom. This is really good, okay? I want to show you. This is onion, and this is celery. All of these that I have left over. That's the reason why Asian cooking is good. Any dish, you can use all the leftover. You never have to worry about it. Oh, let me show you how beautiful this is. Okay. Look at how beautiful. Look at that. Nice and golden brown. Once again, we will wine. Oh, this is so wonderful. And then you use medium, low heat, or you can finish cooking by baking it in the oven, okay? And then, now I'll show you how to do this. Now, this is something everybody should learn. Here, I have onion, and I want to show you how to cut the onion in half. Line them all up like this. You go like this. Look at that. That's how you do it. And then this, you want to stir fry, and then toss it in and let it cook to flavor my sea bass. Oh, beautiful. And then I also use a tiny bit of Jin vinegar or balsamic vinegar. Put it right here to give a little vinegar taste. And then also a tiny bit of sugar. Now, look at that. I want to show you how beautiful this is. Whoa. This is going to be so good. I sprinkle the vegetable around, okay? This is something that you do not see in Chinese restaurants either, okay? And then this is nice. And then we'll cover this up. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to make a simple sauce, okay? Here, you have this and the leftover miso sauce, chili sauce, and vinegar right here. Just enough. Don't make it too hot, okay? The tiny bit of sugar, just a teeny tiny bit of sugar. And that's all you have to do. And then you mix them all up. Look at that. That's the sauce. I will put it in. This is a dish that everybody can do at home. You know why I like sea bass, Chilean sea bass? Because there's no bone. no little baby bones. It's very safe. Only one big bone right in the middle. And also it's moist and juicy and succulent, okay? Never, look at, beautiful. When this is done, I transfer this. Look at that, beautiful. I transfer this right on top of these green beans. Look at how beautiful the green bean is. This is the green bean that I have, right? Look at that. This is the green bean I have right here. I stack them all up right in the middle. Stack them all up right in the middle, okay? Now this is the green bean, okay? And then I will transfer this.
Chef, can we ask you a question about the
Right
kind of
over here.
miso you use?
Look at that. Beautiful. Huh? And then I would put the sauce, that vegetable, the stir vegetable, put it on the side. So nothing is wasted, okay? It is so beautiful. Nothing is wasted. Oh, look at that, okay? And then I will make the sauce by using, oh, look at that. A tiny bit of broth, a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, a tiny bit of extra wine, okay? And then the sauce, the extra miso sauce. I will make a sauce out of this. Look at that. This is really, really good. This is the, and I guarantee you never see a dish like this.
Chef,
That's the
is
reason
that
why,
right?
you know, I always tell people, cookbook is good, but cookbook is not the only way that you have to follow. Cookbook recipe give you inspiration, okay? More sake, okay? And then when it's all ready and mix it up, this is a little spicy because of the chili sauce, okay? And then I will thicken it up. Now, when you thicken it up, the most important thing is always remember 1 portion of cornstarch to 3 portions of water, okay? Mix it up. Oh, look at that. This is how wonderful this is. More wine, okay? And more either water or liquid. Oh, beautiful. And then when this is done, look at that. This is very, very flavorful. And then you drizzle this wonderful, slightly tangy, spicy, sweet sauce, miso sauce, right on top. Look at that. Brush it right on top. And this, it is lin lin yao yu. That means abundance of supplies because it's fish. Look at that. Beautiful. Isn't it nice? This is what we have done so far. Look at that. And then you put it right around here. This is the second dish. Okay? Look at that. It's amazing. And this is another one that we will show you how to do it. First, we will show you how to do a noodle, long knife noodle pancake. So far, anybody have any questions so far?
Yes, question. Can you hear us?
Anybody have any questions?
Chef, can you hear us? Can you hear? Yes, there are questions.
Can anybody hear me?
Chef cannot hear us. We can hear Chef, but he can't hear us.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Important thing, I want to make sure everybody hear me. That's all. Now, next dish, I want to do long knife noodle. In Chinese restaurant, you always serve noodle during special occasions, particularly Lunar New Year, happy birthday, anniversary, always use noodle. The reason why you use noodle is because noodle is long, okay? Noodle, that means long-lasting relationship. Wish you long life. long-lasting relationship, long-lasting good luck and good fortune. That's why you always serve noodle. 長長久久, okay? And then I parboil this noodle. Any noodle is fine. Parboil it and I put it in a slotted container like this. Slotted container like this. And I'm going to either bake them or pan fry them, okay? I want to show you. I want to bake them or pan fry them and get this ready. In the meantime, we'll show you all the ingredients that I have. Look at that. This is what we have. Shredded meat. If you don't have, if you're vegetarian, use the pressed tofu again. This is either peanut butter or sesame seed paste, okay? Sesame seed paste or peanut butter, chunky, okay? And then you have onion and you have shallot. Shallot is extra. And then I slice, okay? Slice this and slice this. This is that, very good. This is good. As I said, I am so appreciative to have the opportunity to share with you my passion and love of good food. Once again, I think these are good ingredient to use. Once again, butterfly, parallel cut, put it right here, put it right here. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And then you go 1 and 2. And then these are the wonderful thing right here. And then I also use shallot because I want to have some color and flavor contrast, okay? Also put it over here. And then if you want color, let me show you. If you want extra color, no problem. How do you open a bell pepper? Seesaw your knife, remove the seed. Seesaw, 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 done. Okay, and then I will butterfly this one more time. Okay, I'm so glad that we are able to not only to share with you my love of cooking, but also had the opportunity to raise some money for Friends of San Francisco Public Library. Okay, so color contrast. It's very important to use different kind of vegetable. Okay, always hold onto your knife properly, always. Okay, and this is nice and done. Now we have the meat, we have the vegetable cut up, we have this, and then we'll show you how easy it is to do this. I want to show you. I'm going to show you how to quickly deep fry this, okay? This is what we have to do. I'll show you. You heat this up. You're going to deep fry this. Let me show you how to do this, okay? You literally check out whether this is ready by putting it in. If it is not bubbling, the best way, this is how the most Chinese would do it, or most Asian would do it. You put a clean pair of bamboo or wood chopstick right here. And if it heats up right away with bubble around here, that means the oil is hot enough, okay? Let me show you. Check this out, okay? Can you see the bubble comes out? Okay. Now, we'll wait for a few more seconds because it's not hot enough. And then we'll do the stir fry first. We do the stir fry first. All kind of woks and pans and right in my kitchen. We heat this up. We'll do it quickly, stir fry the meat and this first and put it right on top of the noodle. And that is a wonderful thing to do. That means you can use any meat, turkey, shrimp, seafood, beef, everything, okay? Basic marinade. One tiny bit of soy. And a tiny bit of pepper and cornstarch. That's all. Cornstarch and pepper. Tiny bit of cornstarch. I want to show you How easy. Cornstarch. Why Asian? Only the Chinese chef actually use cornstarch as a marinade because it serves three purposes. One, seal in the juice. Okay. Beautiful. Then give that nice smooth texture and the shiny glaze. Okay. Because the gelatin, when it's cooked over high heat and water, they gelatinize. Okay. And then this is all ready. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is. Once again, tiny bit of oil of your preference. And then you put this right here. Okay. Stir. Beautiful. The key, the trick about stir frying is when you put it in, don't stir it right away. You allow it to sit for a little while before you do it, okay? So allow it to sear the meat and seal in the juice. And that's very important, okay? Look at that, this way, nothing gets stuck. Can you see that? Look at that, nothing gets stuck because I allowed it to sear the bottom first before I turn it upside down. And that's the key to do good stir fry, okay? High temperature, short time. That's the reason why, look at that. Nothing gets stuck. Can you see that? Nothing gets stuck, even though I have cornstarch. Because the wok has to be the frying pan has to be very, very hot. Very, very hot. It sears the meat and seal the juice instantly. So look how beautiful. Nice and beautiful. Shredded. And then I put the rest of the ingredient right in here. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. And then, oh, look at that. And then we're going to make a special sauce. This is going to be so good. Now, final seasoning. A tiny bit of extra sesame seed oil, extra wine, and a tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce. This is the oyster flavor sauce, okay? You can even add a tiny bit of crushed chili if you want crushed chili to give that little kick to it, okay? And then the key, now this is the key, this is the uniqueness. This alone, you can put it right on top of the noodle, this alone, no problem at all. But I want to use the sesame seed paste to give that nice flavor. And then make a sauce out of these to put it right on top of my noodle. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Look at it. Look at the sauce. Look at the sauce, okay? Look at this. This is another dish by itself, okay? This is another dish by itself. This is beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Now, when this is done, we will put this into a bowl, set it aside. This sauce is put it right on top. Look at that. This is actually a dish, very unique dish. So far, most of the things that we do have a symbolic meaning and also very, very simple. And then the next thing is, we will show you how to make this noodle basket. Now, the reason why I show you is you can have a choice. You pan fry this like a noodle pancake and serve it by itself. But this is more unique. This is something you don't see too much in the restaurant. So I put it right over here. Okay, look at that. I put this and look at that. Nice and beautiful. And it doesn't take too long to cook because these are very skinny noodles. Oh, this is so beautiful. Now, while we're doing this, I will show you some of the symbolism, okay? Look at this. First of all, during Asian New Year, lunar calendar, the married couple or elderly people always give a red envelope with money inside for the young children or the single people. Then they always bring this golden mandarin or tangerine orange to friends and neighbors to wish them good luck and good fortune, because this is in the color of gold. When you have a color of gold, you can literally bring good luck and good fortune. The symbol is you're bringing good luck and good fortune to people. And then there's a pomelo. The pomelo right here, there's a pomelo. Pomelo in Chinese, in Canton, is called luk yao. Luk yao means abundant supply. That means you are having abundant supplies of good luck and good fortune for the whole year. That's the reason why we have this symbolism. Now, this is basically done, okay? We'll take this out and we will put this over here, and I want to show you how amazing this is, okay? First, let us get rid of these. And then you lift these up. Look at that, nice and golden brown. Look at how beautiful this is, nice and golden brown. And then when this is done, you set it aside and put it right over here, and you turn it upside down. Now this is kind of hot. Make sure you are careful. Okay, look at that. Look how beautiful. And this is amazing. And we'll put this in this beautiful serving platter right here. And then this is a noodle basket. And then I put this wonderful dish right inside here. Look at that. This is how beautiful this is. Everybody can do this at home. Look at that. So far, I have shown you 3 dishes that have a lot of symbolic meaning, that everybody can do this at home and everybody can enjoy it. Right before that, I also can garnish this a little bit right here, okay? And then I also garnish this a little bit. This is a mint, fried mint. I put it right on top of here, okay? And then I also put a piece come over here. And this is what we have. Everybody can do it. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to show you when you have a sharp knife like this, you order from here. Let me show you. A sharp knife is a sharp knife, is a great knife, is a safe knife. Cut, look at that. I'm gonna show you 1, 2, just to show you how sharp when you have a sharp knife. Look at that. Okay, look at that. Look at this. Look at that. And then to test a good sharp knife is whether you can cut newspaper with very flimsy. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So if you're interested in that, you can log into this. Log into this, yankingcook.com for more recipe, or you can log in Facebook Chef Martin Yan, Instagram Chef Martin Yan, Instagram, Facebook Chef Martin Yan, and then you can get a chance to get the knife that I just used with this special gift. All of these proportion of the proceed would benefit the San Francisco Public Library, friends of the library, and then easy to sharpen my knife. I have these wonderful, wonderful sharpening steel, diamond sharpening steel. Normally, the sharpening steel is round like this. This is flat, diamond stud. When you sharpen it, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is really, really razor sharp. Let me show you how sharp this is, okay? When you have a piece of this onion, you go, look at how sharp this is. When you have a sharp knife, it's a safe knife. I like to take this opportunity to show you all of these wonderful symbolic Lunar New Year dishes, and also the symbolism, and also firecrackers. Let us celebrate our life, happiness, and most important, when you go out, put in a mask, social distance, be safe, and be healthy, because health and safety is your best pressure. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the staff, the wonderful people, the chef, and the host to work with me today to bring you the food that celebrate Lunar New Year. Thank you so very much, fans and members and supporter of the San Francisco Public Library. We all look forward to seeing you and do something in front of you live once everything is settling down. And thank you, good luck, good fortune. Happy New Year. 恭喜發財，萬事如意，身體健康，平安快樂。
Thank you, Chef. We so enjoyed having you and your team with us today. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the library. We look forward to the next cooking show with Chef Yan. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Bye bye.